Hey, thanks for tuning in. All right, so let me set up this item here. So a couple years ago, a friend of mine came into town by the name of Andy Sufton, and so we were pre-gaming inside his hotel room, and we ended up drinking a bottle of. Let me grab the piece of info because it's real interesting. So we were drinking this interesting bottle of Basil Hayden. All right, and every bottle of Basil Hayden comes with this interesting like strap on the bottle. Now, the reason why I say that it's interesting is now Basil Hayden is a really popular spirit, and it was really good. I mean, we pretty much put a dent in that bottle. And so we went out, and his room was near Ellis Island Casino and Brewery. So we go in there, and we were trying a bunch of different beers, and they had some special select. And so this particular beer that we have here was barrel aged in a Basil Hayden barrel. Funny thing is, the bottle and that barrel come from the same production line that we acquired the item, and then we got a chance to do a secret tour, and we saw the barrel and we matched it. It was from the same we would say the same not production line, but like they were produced at the same time, right? The barrels were done and given to these guys, and then um, Basil Hayden and this particular bottle was bottled all around the same time. So the reason why I kept this was it was ironic that we had this spirit and then we have this beer which was barreled aged in this. So with that said, this is going to be Ellis Island's Rauchbier. It was bottled and brewed at Ellis Island Brewery and Casino. And for the ABV, we're looking at 5.5%. So I just wanted to tell a little story with what this came about or how it came about. So we'll go ahead and crack this open. Always like a good item to talk about with a good backstory. All right, I think that's good right there. Good, pretty look at that. All right, so here we go. Smoky, singe, campfire, anything outdoorsy around a fire pit. Yeah, lot of smoke and oak. Yeah, that whiskey barrel is fire. Yeah, it's all in there. This Roush is really smoky rich. Nice, good dark chocolate notes, light body. Yeah, again, if you guys aren't into smoke beers, this is definitely a style you want to stay away from. It is an abundant of smoke, and it smells like barbecue pit. Like it's nice, little spice on there. You know what I mean? Some of that wonderful smoky spice. It's pretty intense. Oh yeah. Think of think of the most watery beer you can think of, right? Let's just think of the most watery beer you can think of. Now smoke it. Add smoke to it. Then when you're done smoking it, smoke it again, smoke it again. It almost feels like I've had cigarettes. That's how much smokiness is in this. Or some really good barbecue. Again, there's for me there's like a back end of tobacco. Um that barrel that they used for this Roush, it's definitely right on par. And I distinctly remember the whiskey we were drinking, and it's pairing very well with this beer. And again, that's why I kept the little strap that was on the item to kind of tie it all together in this particular review. Now, this beer is extremely thirst quenching. It's got full body, but again, if you're not into things that are smoked, you're not gonna like this. This thing feels like fire. That bellowing smoke I don't know how much more I can tell you how rich that smoke is. And that's really nice because I've been sitting on this bottle for such a long time that over several years, it's still as intense as the day we had it draft. So I was pretty impressed with. It's coming from a casino, right? Most casinos, when they try to produce beers, they really fall short. They're just made for the masses. It's just supposed to rival things like Budweiser, Coronas, things like that. Things that people normally would buy, they'll give you a little extra. That's usually what's it. But when it comes to craft beer, Ellis Island is doing a really good job. If you ever go, definitely check out where they're brewing. It's massive. You wouldn't think that that was there on their property, considering where Ellis Island sits. So if you're into things that are smoky, refreshing, thirst quenching, this would pair with any steak, any type of way. Period. This will complement any of that. This would go good with barbecue. Um, but yeah, this is really really nice. And for the ABV, can't go wrong. Nice, easy leisure. Again, final warning: if you're not into smoky beers or things that would just be like, that's not a beer, I stay clear of this. But for the rest of us that know what's up, have at it. Cheers.